Hi there, you must be my 1 o'clock. Yes, it's nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Green. I'm so glad we could squeeze you in today. Yeah, you had a day off, and I'm so glad we had an opening. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about why you're here today. Just tell me a little bit about what it is that you're hoping to get from our appointment today. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. And have you seen any other doctors about this issue? Alrighty. So no prior treatment and no other doctor visits regarding your acne concern? Okay. So what I'm going to do first, and I'm going to continue to ask you a little bit of questions to get some more information, but I'm going to just take a look at your skin first and examine just to see what it is that we're working with. So I'm going to get my gloves. Okay, so let me just see here. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, so you are dealing with some cystic acne. Oh, I know it can be a nightmare, that's for sure. And do you notice if it just appears on your jawline and your chin, or do you feel like it appears all over the face? Okay. Usually on your chin, and your jaws, okay? Yeah, I see that. Yeah, the thing with cystic acne is that it can become very, very inflamed. So they feel really big, and they're underneath the skin. And basically, it's just they're very inflamed. Right. Okay. Let me just take a look here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just stay still for me, please. I do see some blackheads around your nose as well. And I'm also seeing some dry skin. But you feel like your skin is oily? Okay. Okay. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your skincare routine? Do you have a routine or? Okay. Yes. Okay. So it sounds like you're not really using much of anything. Is that correct? You use bar of soap. Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah. So we definitely want to stay away from just using bars of soap. It can be extremely, extremely drying to the skin. Yeah, I know, because I know your skin feels oily, but really what that is that sometimes we think that because our skin is oily that we want to use a very harsh product to dry it out, but yet that just increases the oil production. So what we want to use is an oil-based product. Yeah. I know it's very counterintuitive. So, and the other thing about bar of soap is that it has a lot of harsh ingredients, sometimes even lye, and that is certainly not something we want to put on our face on a regular basis. I know, and that's why you're here today, which is so wonderful. And I'd love to tell you a little bit about some suggestions I have for skincare, if you don't mind. Okay, so first, I'm just going to wipe down your face with some cleanser I have here. This is just micellar water. This is very good just to get off makeup or just a layer of dirt. It's not to be meant as a cleanser. This is really just to help freshen, and it's a light cleanse, but if you're wearing makeup you would do this and then also use a cleanser. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a little bit of this and I'm just going to wipe your face. Yeah, let me see. Your forehead and down your cheeks and your chin. Yeah, and I'm just going down your neck. Okay. Yeah, this is good. You can get this online, or we do sell some similar products as well. Okay, so that would be something just to take off makeup, and that I use that a lot on my clients just to get any grime or pollution off their face before I take a look at it. What I would recommend for a cleanser, especially because you're just beginning a skincare routine and because you do have sensitive and oily acne-prone skin, this is Cetaphil. This is a cleanser, and it's a cream-based cleanser. Yes, this is very popular. You can find it in any drugstore. You can find it online. You can find it at places like Target and Walmart. And we also do sell it here in our pharmacy out in the lobby area. And this is a sample that I will give to you today to take home to try out before you go ahead and purchase it. Yeah, so this is a gentle skin cleanser. It's very mild. It's for all skin types. And this, what it does is it softens the skin as it cleanses. So this is going to feel very, very different than your bar of soap, because the bar of soap is so harsh and really, really dries out the skin in ways that is just not healthy or sustainable. And what this does is this pulls out the dirt, the makeup and toxins, but it doesn't leave your skin feeling really tight or really dry, which then creates the overproduction of oil. So I'll go ahead and open this for you. Okay, and as you can see, it's just a little bottle with a thick white substance, and this is dermatologist recommended, so I recommend this pretty much to all of my patients, especially if they're just beginning with a skincare routine. And when somebody has painful cystic acne like yourself, we want to be very careful on what we put on the face, because I know that those zits and those acne spots can be so sensitive and so painful. So I will only recommend products that will be soothing and that won't continue to aggravate those painful areas on the face. So this is what I recommend for cleanser. You can take this home with you as well. Okay, next, for another type of cleanser, though I do recommend the Cetaphil for you today, but also there's this one. This is the CeraVe. This is foaming facial cleanser. This line of product is very similar to Cetaphil. This is for normal to oily skin. This cleanser comes in two different types. There's the foaming type, and then there's the hydrating cream cleanser type. This foaming type would be okay for your skin at this point, but like I said, I do recommend beginning with the Cetaphil first. And this comes in various sizes. This is more expensive than Cetaphil. You can find this at various drugstores as well as Target and Walmart and online, and even places like Ulta. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that store, but Ulta as well sells this line, as it does Cetaphil. So this is something that you can use perhaps as you graduate past Cetaphil. Once you get your skin pH in balance, this would maybe be something to look at in the future. And what this product does is this helps repair and restore protective skin barrier. It helps to repair your skin, and it's non-drying, non-irritating. And the big thing about this cleanser is that it has ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is very, very important for skin health, especially if you want to maintain a glowy, youthful look and take care of any wrinkles or fine lines. Okay, and then going back to the Cetaphil line, I also have this tub of Cetaphil moisturizing cream. Now this might be a little too thick for your skin type, but I want to go ahead and tell you about it anyway because it's fabulous for other parts of your body. Like you had also mentioned that you get really dry elbows and feet, I think you said. Right. So this is amazing for other parts of your body that are particularly prone to dryness. And this is for dry sensitive skin, this particular one I have, but there are other types out there. This is just the one I have in my office right now. So this one is the Intense Moisturizing. It's long lasting, it's fragrance free, and this is clinically proven. It's been clinically proven to provide immediate and lasting relief from extremely dry skin. So absolutely do not use this on your face, but I would recommend it for your elbows and your feet, as you mentioned that those were some areas of concern, right? Oh, your mom has the same issue. Wow. Yeah, well, this would be maybe a good gift for her, or you guys could try it out together. You could experiment and see how it works for both of you. So, one of the biggest things for my patients that I recommend day in and day out is sunscreen. When you have cystic acne or any type of acne, you're going to pop. I know most people pick at their face. We try so hard not to, but it's quite common, and it's really hard not to do it, especially when we have somewhere to go and we feel like we have this big blemish on our face and it needs to be popped. The issue with that is that PIH occurs, and what that is it's pigmentation scarring. So when you have a blemish and you pop it, it bursts the blood vessels on the skin, which creates a dark spot, and it's sort of like a bruise in a way, but really, really long lasting. So things that exacerbate that is sun exposure. So one thing, if we want to continue to have a clear complexion with smooth surface, so no fine lines or wrinkles, we must wear sunscreen on a regular basis, and it should be a minimum of 30 SPF. There are products out there that are like SPF 100, and that's really a gimmick. Really, 30 is the base, and you're fine with 30. 50, 60, or even 75. We all purchase those products because we want to think that it's covering more, and perhaps it might in some way, but really your best bet is to just go with a minimum 30 and regularly apply it. Even if you're using makeup products that claim to have SPF in them, you absolutely should put sunscreen on before applying your makeup in addition to the SPF makeup. One that is tried and true, a brand that I recommend to all patients, is this Eucerin. This is their Daily Protection Face Lotion, and this is SPF 30. And this is, it says here on the bottle, it gives you a range of how rich the consistency is. And this is light to rich. And it's not, you can see it's pretty light. So it goes on very well. It goes on very smooth. And it does not leave you really white. You don't have that really white sheen. So this moisturizes and of course helps protect against the UV exposure. This is fragrance free, and as the bottle claims, it is dermatologist recommended, and that is absolutely true. Like I said, I recommend it and many of my colleagues do as well. And it comes like this. This is a brand that you can find at many various drugstores, also at places like Walmart and Target, and even a place like Ulta as well. So this one is completely brand new. It's not opened, and it comes with a pump like that. That is how it distributes, or that's how the product gets out. And I particularly love that because it's clean, it's sanitary, it's quick, it's easy, and I do use this product myself. Most of the products that I recommend to my patients, I also use and know for a fact that they are effective. Okay, if you were to choose any of the steps that I have talked about with you today, it would be getting a proper cleanser and absolutely using sunscreen on a daily basis. Yes, if you had to choose two of the many things you're going to learn today, it would be that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some extractions on your face. I'm going to be very, very careful because I don't want to increase any more of the scarring that I see here on your cheeks, and I did see on your chin as well. So I'm just going to be very gentle, and you do have some blackheads along the sides of your nose that I would like to get few more. You're doing wonderful. Thank you so much. You're doing wonderful. Okay, and I'm just going to get this last one here on your chin. Just bear with me. Breathing in. Oh, I know it hurts almost. Okay, good. Wow, you did really good. I know it can be so incredibly uncomfortable, and it actually might make people dread coming to the dermatologist or receiving a facial because it's not very pleasant at all. But you did just a wonderful job. I was able to get a lot of that, to get a lot of the debris off the sides of your nose. I also did get, I got that big one on your chin. I know. Let me just wipe that off. Wonderful. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell you a little bit about a miracle cream. And I know I like to joke like that, but it just does wonders for all types of skin. And it is particularly helpful with cystic acne. And what that is this is retinol cream, or Retin-A. Really, it's tretinoin cream, and it's 1%. So I'm going to go over this with you. Okay. So it comes in a bottle like this. This is prescription only. Very good question about your insurance, and you know what? Most insurances do cover it. It still is. You do have a copay, but if that's a problem, you can speak with our receptionist up front, and we do have payment plans as well if that is something that's so important to you that you purchase this. Okay. So this is absolutely for only topical use. Do not put this in any other places. And you want to be careful with this cream around your eyes. Yeah, we do not want to get right up in here and underneath there. Under the eye is an extremely, extremely sensitive part of our face. The skin is very, very thin. So we have to be very careful on what we apply in that area. So this absolutely should not go there. This is suitable for your cheeks on both sides and going down to your chin and even your nose and up into your forehead area, a very thin layer. So you apply this once a day in the evening. That's how you will begin. You can either do it once a day or every other day to start, because this cream is very, very strong. Even though it's only 0.1%, it's extremely strong, and it can cause excessive drying. Yes. Yeah, great question. So when that happens, you need to supplement your skincare routine to incorporate more moisturizing methods. For example, you can apply this first, a thin layer of this in the evening, and then you're going to let it soak in for 15 to 20 minutes. I know that can be challenging if you want to get your skin all clean and just hop into bed, but ideally you'd begin your skincare routine about 30 minutes to an hour before bedtime, so that the product has time to sit and soak into the skin. And then what you could do is, on top of the Retin-A cream, you could take a little bit of this, or the other types of brand. There's also CeraVe that makes a great moisturizing lotion in a tub just like this, and you would apply that over the Retin-A. So it's called layering. What you're doing is you're creating various layers on the skin, and having that moisturizer over the Retin-A seals the Retin-A into the skin, but also not allowing it to be so excessively drying. So I do recommend beginning this every other day, and we'll see how your skin goes with that from there. This does take a while to work. I really don't want you to give up on it until you have used it consistently for 3 months. Oh, good. Okay. So you're aware that really any major changes with our skin occur when we stick with certain products for a period of time that we know we can say, okay, these are effective or these aren't working. Great. Yeah, so I'm going to write you a prescription for this today. And this, not only does it help with acne, but it's really going to help with anti-aging. I know you said you were only 25, but you were starting to worry. I know, I understand. I was similar in my 20s as well. And I suppose you can't ever really start too soon. But the biggest protective factor in that is wearing sunscreen, absolutely. So the Retinoid will be a dual product. It's helping with your acne, but it's also anti-aging and helping with fine lines. And that, do you know that PAH you have, that scarring on your cheeks and on your chin? That's absolutely going to help with that as well. Yeah, let me just see here. Now, the big thing with Retinoid is that it creates because it is a very strong product, it can thin the skin a little bit, which thus creates a more likelihood for sunburn. So you want to be extremely careful when you go outside, even if it's cloudy or rainy, with sunscreen. You should be applying a minimum of 30 SPF every day. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that that's something you're really motivated to do. That's wonderful. Yeah, so you really just be mindful of that. And ideally, if you are in the direct sunlight, wearing a hat, sunglasses, things like that is really, really helpful to maintain the integrity of your skin. Oh, good. That's good. Okay. So I've just given you so much information, I know. And that is part of my job. I don't like to just treat the specific areas of concern. I also am very passionate about educating my patients, because you can really help solve your issues without having to pay to come to the doctor too. I want to empower and educate my patients so that they can make their own decisions and find sustainable practices that work for them and their skin. Yeah. Good. Okay. So, like I said, the products that I've mentioned are in the lobby if you're interested, and I am going to send you home with this sample of Cetaphil. And you know what? I think the receptionist up front does have some little packets of Eucerin sunscreen that I'll make sure that she sends you home with as well when you check out. Now, before I have you go, I am going to just do another wipe down of your face, because we did do some extractions and I don't want you leaving like that. So I'm just going to grab a cotton square here. Okay. And I'm going to go back to that cleansing water that I told you about. And let me just get your face here. Very good. Okay. Oops, I'm sorry, that was pretty loud. Now, I'm also going to put some sunscreen on you as you're leaving the office. Here we go. Good. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so with that, my dear, you're all set. It was certainly a pleasure to meet you. And please, if you have any questions or you're having any struggles with the products that I've recommended or prescribed to you, please do not hesitate to give me a call. It's very important to me that my patients feel comfortable and supported as they begin this journey of taking care of their skin. And I'd love to be as helpful as I can. You can always email me as well. I have my business card that I'll make sure that you get at the front desk as well. Do you have any other questions for me? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Wonderful. Well, you take good care, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Alrighty. Bye-bye.